Okay, reality is individual. So I've decided with this particular record, I'm actually on the train tracks right now getting intoxicated. There's a ton of videos, probably like 3 or 4 coming out. But this is actually going to be the intro slash outro for the record. I'm just gonna basically talk about like the recording process and like how I did this and what I came up with and stuff. If you don't really want to stick around for about 5 to 10 minutes, then just X out this video. The record will be right after this video's release. However, upon this recording, I have finished all 11 tracks for Reality is Individual. Now, what I did for Reality is Individual, I thought that after No Way Out, I was going to stop recording, and after the EP, I was going to stop recording. But I decided that 50 tracks wasn't enough, and in fact, 61 was the perfect amount. However, I will admit, which is why I'm actually choosing to do the intro and outro in a separate video, because this record is so good that I want the attention focused solely on the music. I believe that my songwriting skills, not to brag, but that's one thing I can brag about, is my musical abilities are very intense. Compared to all my others, I have other human skills like drawing, photography, insane. I have a very edgy personality, but my biggest gift is in music. And my musical skills, even it's so like to give them credit, but they let you use it for free. I use BandLab to make these records, and I do them all originally. Every single 61 songs that that you can listen to on this channel, all 5 records, and 4 records, well, actually no, all 5 records and the EP, so technically 6, are all original music. I made it all with the keyboard on BandLab originally, and chose the instruments, and chose the way to make the songs, and how to organize the instruments and stuff. However, that's immaterial. I would rank my records as Sunset Serenade number 1, No Way Out number 2, NLP number 3, and Liminal Shame number 4. However, this record is better than all 4 of those records combined, in my opinion. I think that the time I took, because what I did was when I got home from work every day, I made a song every other 3 nights. So like I would write a song every 3 days right after work. As soon as I got home, what I did was after I did the first song, I came home one day after work and decided I want to make this record. I decided to use all my best sunset photos for each song, and the album cover has my most favorite sunset photo, or actually that particular picture, believe it or not, is a sunrise in the middle of winter in New York. That was a sunrise. It was the red sky in the morning, sailors take warning type shit, but fuck all that. Let me take a sip of beer here real quick. But anyways, after I made it after work, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. So I made another song the next day, and then I started to have a 3-4 day gap in between each song. Sometimes it was 1 day, 2 days, but it doesn't matter. What I was doing though, which was a lot differently this time, was I was implementing the skills I learned. So what I've learned upon playing my bass guitar. Apologies for my stutter. I'm a little intoxicated. But what I've learned from learning how to play bass very well is that there's actually like a way to organize music, and there's a way to play notes that can attract listeners and viewers, and that actually sounds good. And there's different types of instruments that you use at different parts of a song, like bass, drums, guitar, synths, leads, winds like saxophone, strings like the giant bass, there's stuff like that, trumpets, all that stuff. And anything in between. That there's certain parts to use that type of music to make your songs. And I actually believe, in my wholehearted opinion, that out of all my records, the 2 records I would suggest listening to are one, Sunset Serenade, but this one coming out I think is above Sunset Serenade. But listen to both of them if you're trying to trip and relax. Whether you're trying to trip on psychedelics, smoke weed, or drink, those 3 only, because those are the only 3 I'll endorse anymore. I don't like any other drugs. I've done them. I've done every drug under the sun except for meth and heroin, but I don't suggest you do any other drugs. I like my sobriety, and I don't consider alcohol and weed to be non-sobriety, but I don't smoke weed because of certain circumstances. But regardless, you get the idea. What I'm going to say before I end this at 5 minutes is I emphasize that you listen to Reality is Individual. It's my best music. It's amazing. There's no lyrics either, too, so you don't got to hear my fucking, you got to hear no cringy singing or stupid ass lyrics over awesome music. It's awesome. I'm going to end this in 5 minutes. I'm going to upload it. I love you guys. Peace and love. Listen to Reality is Individual coming after this video.